everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 7 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 7 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter percents. The lessons we're going to cover today are what percentage is illustrated, convert between percents, fractions, and decimals, compare percents to fractions and decimals, estimate percents of numbers. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on grade 7 math. The chapter we are on right now is percents. Let's just start with the lesson that is what percentage is illustrated. What percentage of the shape is brown? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the total square represent the 100 small squares, right? Out of the 100, just 5 of them are brown. So you can write it as 5 out of 100, right? And 5 out of 100 means 5%. So 5 out of 100 means that is 5%, right? Let's just start with the test questions. What percentage of the shape is purple? So let's just count the squares that are colored, right? So two rows are colored, each row represent 10. 10 and 10, 20 and 2, 22. So that means 22% of the shape is purple. 22 out of 100 means 22%. Option number 1 is the correct option. What percentage of the shape is pink? You need to write down the answer with percentage form. 6 of them are pink, right? So 6 divided by 10, you have to multiply it by the 100, right? So that would be 60% because you need to write the answer in percentage form. So that is 60%. Option number 1 is the correct option. What percentage of the shape is purple? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 12%. Option number 2 is the correct option. What percentage of the shape is blue? Which is the correct option? 20% it is. The correct option is 20%. What percentage of the shape is pink? Yeah, very good. That is 73%. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 73%. What percentage of the shape is purple? So, which is the correct option? Very good. That is 40%, right? 4 out of 10 are colored. We need to multiply it by the 100, so that is 40%. Option number 2 is the correct option. What percentage of the shade is pink? Which is the correct option? - 90% it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. What percentage of the shape is red? Which is the correct option? That is 79%. Option number 1 is the correct option. What percentage of the shape is green? Which is the correct option? 27% it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. What percentage of the shape is yellow? Which is the correct option? 11% it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Convert between percents, fractions and decimals. How do you write half as a percentage? You need to write down 1 by 2 as a percentage, right? How do we convert from fraction to percentage? Just divide, right? 1 by 2. When you divide 1 by 2, the answer is 0.5, right? Now multiply 0.5 by 100. So when we multiply 0.5 by 100, you need to move decimal point 2 places, right? So the correct option is 50%, right? 1 by 2 as a percentage is 50%. The correct option is 50%. Let's just start with the test questions. How do you write 0.54 as a percentage? So whenever you have to write a fraction in percentage form, how do we write? You have to simply multiply the decimal value by 100. Just multiply 0.54 times 100. You need to move decimal point two places, right? So it would be 54%. The correct option is 54%. Got it? You simply have to multiply the decimal value by 100, so that makes it 50%. Option number 2 is the correct option. How do you write 1 by 2 as a percentage? Which is the correct option? Just divide, write 1 by 2 in the fraction form, just divide, right? 1 by 2 when you divide, that is 0.5. Then multiply it by the 100. So when you multiply it by the 100, you need to move decimal point two places, right? So that makes it 50%. The correct option is 50%. That is 50%. Option number 2 is the correct option. How do you write 10% as a decimal? 10%. So you have to divide 10% means 10 divided by 100, right? So simply divide. You need to write answer in decimal form, I think. Yes, decimal form. So simply divide. 0 and 0 cancel out and 1 over 10 equals 0.1. So that means the correct option is 0.1. Option number 1 is the correct option. 72. How do you write 72% as a fraction in simplest form? So you have to write in simplest form, right? So 72% means that is 72 over 100. So 72 over 100, just divide them by the common factor. So that is 4. So just divide. 4 times 1 is 4 and 4 times 8 is 72 and 4 times 25 is 100. So that is 18 divided by 25. Got it? Because you need to write down the answer in simplest form, that is 18 over 25. Option number 1 is the correct option. How do you write 0.16 as a percentage? So whenever you have to write a decimal in the percentage form, you simply need to multiply it by the 100. So that makes it 16%. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? How do you write 94% as a decimal? So which is the correct option? That is 0.94. Option number 1 is the correct option. How do you write 1 by 5 as a percentage? Which is the correct option? 1 by 5. Simply divide. 1 by 5 is 0.2 and then multiply 0.2 by 100. So that is 20%. The correct option is 20%. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 20%. How do you write 50% as a fraction in simplest form? So which is the correct option? That is 1 over 2. You need to write 50% as a fraction in simplest form. So that is 1 over 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is compare percents to fractions and decimals. Which sign makes the statement true? You have to compare now, right? 100% and 100%. They both are in the percentage form and they both are exactly equal. So they are equal. Let's just start with the test questions. Which sign makes the statement true? 98% and 95%. So they both are in percentage, right? So 98% is greater than 95%. Option number one is the correct option. 73 by 100 and 73%. So which is the correct option? So basically 73 by 100 is 73%, right? So they both are exactly equal. 73% is equal to 73%. Which sign makes the statement true? Which is the correct option? You have to convert zero point 0.3 into percentage form, right? You cannot compare them. They are in different form. You have to convert zero point 0.3 in the percentage form. So zero point 0.3 times 100 is 30%. Got it? So which is more, 79% or 30%? 79% is greater than 30%, right? You cannot compare two values until they are in the same form, right? So before comparing them, make sure they are in the same form, right? Either in percentage form, either in decimal, either in fraction, right? So which sign makes the statement true? 88%. You have to compare it to 0.88. So you have 0.88. Convert this 0.88 into percentage form, multiply it by the 100. So the correct option is, when you convert 0.88 to percentage form, that equals 88, right? So they both are exactly equal, that is equal. Which sign makes the statement true? 87% and 99%. So, which is the correct option? 87% is less than 99%. Is the correct option. Which sign makes 22% and 27%? Twenty-two percent is less than 27%, right? Option number two is the correct option. Which sign makes the statement true? 80% and 0.8. Very good, they are exactly equal. Which sign makes the statement true? 19% and 0.5. Which is the correct option? When you convert 0.5 into percentage form, that would be 50%. So 19% is less than 50%. Option number two is the correct option. Hello. Okay, so we're going to start with the lesson that is estimate percents of numbers. Which is the most accurate way to estimate 52% of 23? You have to estimate both the numbers, right? The most accurate way to estimate 52% of 23 is 1 by 2 times 24, right? 52% is near to 50%, and 23 is estimated to 20% of 20. So half of 24 is 12. So the correct option is 12. Got it? That means the exact answer is 12. Let's just start with the test questions. Which is the most accurate way to estimate 35% of 62? 35%. 35% of 62. 35% of 62. So 35% means that is one third, because one third equals 0.33, right? So 35% is round estimated to 1 by 3, and 62 is estimated to 60. So one third of 60 is 20. So that means the estimated answer is 20. The correct option is one third. Or you can estimate 62 to 63, right? Because 63 can be divided by 1 by 3. So it will be 1 by 3 times 63. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the most accurate way to estimate 32% of 20? You have to calculate 32% of 20. So how do you calculate? You can do 1 by 3 times 21. You can calculate one third of 21, right? The correct option is option number 1, that is 1 by 3 times 21. Which is the most accurate way to estimate 73% of 77? So, which is the correct option? 73% means that is near to 75, right? So, you can estimate to 3 by 4 times 78. That is 3 by 4 times 78. Or 3 by 4 times 76. Which is the most accurate way to estimate 25% of 59? The correct option is 1/4 of 60. Option number 3 is the correct option. Which is the most accurate way to estimate 24% of 81? Which is the correct option? That is 1 by 4 times 80. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which is the most accurate way to estimate 75% of 71? That is 3/4 of 72. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So, we are working on the chapter present, and the lessons we have covered today are: what percentage is illustrated, convert between percents, fractions, and decimals, compare percents to fractions and decimals, and estimate percents of numbers. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any.